Welcome inside OUA.TV. It's Montpetit Hall game time, the Critelli Cup Finals between the U Ottawa GGs and the McMaster Marauders. And we have tip-off, and the first shot of the game will go to the U Ottawa GGs. Julia, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited.
And as are these fans. First basket goes for Angela Ribarich. So Chris Curry's here with Julia Dostler for the final of the OUA Championships. Oh, and Angela gets called for a foul.
Didn't look like it from our angle, did it, Chris?
That's going to send Christina Buttonham to the line. She hits her first one. The Marauders in the burgundy uniforms. U Ottawa GGs in gray. Marauders starting with a full court press early in this first quarter. Sarah Besselink brings them all up. Get it into Angela. Looks like they're going for some size, and she's able to get the lefty finish to go. 2 early buckets for her. Crowd very invested in this early going. Bucket no good for the Marauders. Not able to get it to go, but the rebound goes to Brigitte. Looking for some help. Emily inside to Brigitte, but we got a reach-in foul. That's on Christina Buttonham.
This is the start that I expected. Very quick pace and, quick scoring early on.
Yeah, these are the 2 highest scoring teams in the OUA.
Yeah, you're right. So McMaster Marauders are play, and GGs are right behind them at number 2 in OUA. McMaster averaging 79 points per game, and GGs are averaging 77 points per game. So you can just tell by looking at those stats that both teams have a very fast style of play, high scoring. So it's nice to see 2 teams like that face head-to-head, especially in the Critelli Cup final. And there's a huge turnover by the McMaster Marauders, giving GGs a chance here to extend that lead a little more.
And we talk about these 2 teams' offenses, but defense is nothing to sneeze at as well. The GGs are one of the top teams, allowing less than 60 points a game and forcing an early turnover from the Marauders.
So it seems that Harper didn't have her earrings taken out, so one of the referees got a glimpse of that, and so Marauders are sending in Burns to substitute for her.
Besselink will inbound into Brigitte. To Emily.
Not a great pass or attempt by Ashe there. Sometimes it's best to hold it instead of force something that isn't there.
Hillary Hanaka, guarded by Brooklyn. She gets the screen from Wilson. Drops it off to Gates. The 3 attempt is good for Linnea Harper. 5-4 lead for the Marauders. Brooklyn bucket no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Aaron Burns. Brings it up with some speed. Cross-court pass. The drive and the offensive foul. Great take by Brooklyn.
That defense was perfectly executed. That's exactly, I can guarantee you exactly what the GGs went through all week this week during practice. Well, not all week, since Thursday night, knowing after the Carleton-McMaster game, knowing that they were going to play McMaster. Guaranteed that that's something that they went through, and Brooklyn executed that one perfectly.
You mentioned Thursday night, McMaster did beat Carleton. That's the final score was 73-58, so they got by Carleton pretty easily. You have to say that's a 15-point lead. They were even up with a wider margin going into that fourth quarter. So McMaster, this is a pretty good team. Number one in the OUA West, 21-3 record, and they're going to go to the line right now for 2 shots.
Exactly. The game against Carleton on Thursday night, the gap between the score was a little bigger than I was anticipating, but McMaster had some really key players play really well for them. Sarah Gates had 16, and so did Lene Harper. Hillary Haneke and Wilson had 11 points each. So, you know, their main players really stepped up for that game. And I'm completely expecting the same thing tonight against the GGs.
Yeah, that was a nice balanced attack. We saw a split from the free throw line from Sarah Gates. Ball knocked out of bounds off the fingertips of McMaster. And it will be GG's ball. Jen Crow steps into the game for her first few minutes. And she's driving, almost gets all the way. The free taken for Sarah Besselink. No good, but we're going to get an offensive foul. Brigitte going for the rebound a little bit too aggressively. That'll be our first foul of the contest. Three taken by Burns. Well off target. Rebound and Carr, who's also in the game for the GGs. Up quickly to Brooklyn. But she springs it back out to the 3 line. And another foul taken, this one by Aaron Burns. So we're in early foul trouble, both of these teams.
Exactly. And even with Ribarich not being on the floor, she's on the bench right now for the GGs. The GGs are still trying to capitalize in that low post position. As you could see there in that last play, Jennifer Crow was posting up and they were still looking for that lob pass.
Brooklyn has it with a shot clock winding down. She drives baseline. Easy layup, gets it to go. Drive strong take by Hillary Haneke. The reason she's a first-team OUA All-Star.
Absolutely. She's averaging almost 15 points per game. She's a huge player for the Marauders. And Besselink with the bank 3.
Off glass. Don't think she called that, but she'll take it. 11-8. Gigi's lead. Almost midway through this first quarter. Another beautiful take, this time by Christina Buttonham, finishing with the left hand.
GGs are clearly struggling there with the player being underneath the hoop to help out on those penetrations. So it's clear that McMaster is taking advantage of that.
Sarah Besselink, the jumper's good. 13-10. Brooklyn didn't have much room to work with. And found her. The 3, Burns, off target. Brigitte the rebound, up to Brooklyn. Again, good defense, forcing her to step back out. It's into Ann Carr. She's working from the elbow. Spins, beautiful finish with the left hand. 5-point lead early for the GGs.
That's what I like to see from Ann Carr. She was guarded by Burns, who measures 5'7". So Ann Carr having a good 4 or 5 inches of height. It was a good move by Ann Carr, and not such a good move by the GGs here defensively.
McMaster foul on Sarah Gates.
I thought it was a Gigi's foul.
No, over the back on the rebound.
I take it back then. Great move defensively on behalf of the GGs.
Again, full court press for the Marauders. Jen Crow has it. Received the inbounds, got herself a little bit of space, but knocked out of bounds by Hanaka. Hache will inbound now. Still 15 on the shot clock. McAleer Fanis gets the switch into Angela. Beautiful left-handed finish using her size right over Olivia Wilson. We talked about this before the game. Angela, big factor in their last contest.
Absolutely. Last contest was on November 23rd. GG's won 74-60. And in that last matchup, Angela Ribarich had 17 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And there's a huge, huge make by Julia Hanaka.
That cuts the deficit back down to 4, 3:15 to go in this first quarter. And they're going right back to Angela. Again, the bucket is good. She cannot be stopped.
Already 10 points for Ribarich in the first 7 minutes of this quarter.
Long two for Harper. Off target. But it gets stolen away. Hanaka, Hillary almost threw that one away, but Angela not able to corral that. Pretty hard pass, goes out of bounds. It'll be McMaster, ball on the baseline.
You know, we can look back at that November 23rd game, GG's versus Marauders, and even though Olivia Wilson was still faced with Angela Ribarich, she still had a really good game. She had 16 points, 2 blocks, 3 assists, and 7 rebounds. So she's still a really good competitor in this type of game against Angela Ribarich, you know, measuring 6'5", whereas Wilson is only 6'2".
Tough miss from the Marauders. But GG's will get a chance to extend this lead. 19-13, 2:20 to go. These two teams fighting for a Jen Crow. Able to get it to Maya Timmons. 8 on the shot clock. Into Angela. A little bit too far. Not able to get the pass into Brigitte. And it's stolen and brought up quickly by the Marauders. And Hillary Hanaka drives fouled. And will head to the line for 2 shots.
She's not someone you want to send to the line. She's 81% from the line. And both teams here are now in foul trouble, both 4 team fouls each.
Commentator's kiss of death. She misses that first one. And she misses both. And the GGs get the rebound. Beautiful move by Jen Crow. And a nice passing play. Finds its way to Brigitte and Lafay Mokonkwu with the layup to get this team to 21 points. Jumper for Hillary Hanaka, good. Swinging Hache the corner three off target, but Angela, the rebound, not able to get the shot to go, but she will get going to the line for a couple shots.
So a few substitutions here for both teams. For the GGs, Brooklyn, Mackler-Fanis, and Sarah Besselink. And for the Marauders, Harper and number 8, Gates. I'll just name everyone who's on the floor here. Buttonham, Sharkey, and Gates.
Angela knocks down 1 of 2. And she comes out for Ann Carr. Take a nice breather with 1:18 to go. Buttonham, Gates, Burns. Swinging it, Buttonham thought about the 3. Sharkey almost loses the handle. Shot clock winding down. Just rolls out for Burns. GG's with the rebound. GG's looking to go inside. They find Brigitte. She's able to move. Looked like she a lot of contact, but lost the handle.
And that foul is going to be called on Ann Carr. See the replay here.
Take another look. Coach Andy Sparks not liking that call. He went running down the sideline, clapping his hands.
Gates did do a good job, though, at initiating that contact, so forces the ref to make a call.
Gates knocks them both down. 22-17 our score here at Mopetsi Hall. It's the Critelli Cup Finals between McMaster, Marauders, and University of Ottawa GGs. GGs in gray, Marauders in burgundy. Angela double teamed, and Marauders able to knock it out of her hands.
There's a good example of the Marauders responding to Ribarich's good game so far. They're not letting her get that ball. They're doubling her on the pass before the ball even gets into her hands.
A beautiful passing play. Sarah Besselink, they guarded her shot. She got it into Ann Carr. Easy finish. So shot clock turned off. 10 on the game clock. So Marauders will get one final shot. 7 seconds to go. Checking back in will be Brigitte for Angela. Buttonham inbounding. Harper nowhere to go. She's going to have to pull one up, and she hits it at the buzzer, the 3. What a shot. Off balance, off target, but what did you see? What did you see there, Julia?
I saw exactly what I expected. Both teams are obviously leaving it all out there, and it's high pace, high scoring. Obviously, as these two teams are first and second in offensive play in OUA. And there's another huge basket for the Marauders to close that gap. Now they're down by 2.
That was a quick little couple baskets to cut that lead from 7 to 2. But Brigitte, the nice move, get it back up to 4.
And that was actually going to be my next point, is the GGs utilizing their post players.
Buttonham for 3. Off target, rebound Angela. Into Angela. Out to Brigitte. She takes the three. And it's good. She knocks it down from long range.
That puts Lefebvre-Concours at 5 points. What a response.
Wow, Sarah Gates, 3 of her own.
She's got 6 now.
Just a quick correction. That was a long 2 by Brigitte. Looked like she had a foot on the line.
So tough, 4 points.
Tough to tell from our angle. But she's working back inside where she feels most comfortable. Shot clock at 4. Brooklyn driving. Almost gets it to go, but she will head to the line. Fouled. Fouls on Buttonham.
You can be a player like Buttonham and be, at your peak of physical ability, but playing defense on a player like Brooklyn McIlroy-Fanis, it doesn't really matter. Brooklyn McIlroy-Fanis is just a monster, and she creates light on pretty much anyone, and getting to the basket is what she's good at.
And she knocks them both down from the line. 30-25, so this lead, they're trying to keep this lead going. It was 7 at one point. It was also 2 after a quick little run by the Marauders. Back up to 5, 30-25. Couple minutes have passed in this second quarter. Hillary Hanaka, you have to respect her shot. 3, no good by Harper. Brooklyn drives off target. And saying, where's the call on Brigitte? But it will still remain Gigi's ball. Emily back inside to Angela. A little off target on that one. One of her rare misses this game. Almost stolen by Emily and Brooklyn. Jumper good for Linnea Harper.
8 points for Harper.
Angela the jumper, just a bit too strong. Rebound for Harper. And drive and a nice finish by Sarah Gates. Layup to go, cuts the lead back down to 1. 6:50 remaining in this first half. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Olivia Wilson. Just couldn't contain Angela trying to get to her spot in the post.
So knowing the Gigi's style of play, which is, avoid any penetration at all costs, but if there's going to be penetration to the hoop, it's got to be with the left hand. But McMaster right now, beautiful take by Lefebvre-Concours, but McMaster right now, so far in this second quarter, are doing a really good job at penetrating and breaking the Gigi's defense down.
That was an excellent play, passing play, screens, leading to an open jumper for Hillary Hanaka. Brigitte, the long jumper, no good. The rebound, Hillary driving, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
And Hillary Hanaka can do nothing but smile that one off. She doesn't agree with the call. Marauders down by 1. 32 for the Gigi's, 31 for McMaster.
So So it's a close game. This one's destined to go down to the wire. Such a big game. The Critelli Cup Finals. Jenny Crow just a bit too strong on that take. Buttonham thinking of driving. Kicks it back out to Hanaka for three. She knocks it down. And McMaster's got a lead.
That's going to force the GGs to take a timeout. And the last of her shots, but and I think that's also a matter of Ribarich not establishing the position that she performs the best in. She's taking shots right now that are kind of off balance and maybe not where she wants it to be in the key. But GGs definitely need to keep using Ribarich in a game like this.
Yeah, both these teams shooting above 50%, so these offenses are clicking. Maya Timmons takes one from long range, off target. Ankar almost able to get that rebound, but is able to knock it off the fingertips of the Marauders.
So Ribarich back on the floor.
And guarded by Sharkey, who takes the foul. She was actually going to be coming off the court, but once Coach Burns from McMaster saw that Ribarich was stepping in, she sent Sharkey back in just to be able to guard her. Angela picks up her own mess, finishes it. Game's tied at 34. The three good for Erin Burns. That's 6 for 12 for McMaster from long range. Jen Crow drives and kicks to Maya Timmons. Her three no good. Angela almost gets the rebound. Burns drives. This is actually Hanaka who drives. And the rebound goes to Angela. Good fight from those women, but it will be Marauders ball on the far sideline. Up 3, 4 minutes to go in this first half.
Definitely lots of hustle, lots of heart to see tonight.
It's another nice passing play from Hanaka into the corner and then into the key.
And that's just a matter of Ribarich losing her player completely. Forcing Timmons, who's about a foot shorter, to attempt to help.
Sharkey goes 1 for 2. It's a 4-point McMaster lead. Angela rushed that one a bit. A little bit too strong. Crowd calling for defense at Maupetit Hall. 3 off target from Sarah Gates. Rebound Angela. Trying to find Brooklyn for the outlet. The corner for Maya Timmons. 3. No good.
Not falling for Timmons tonight.
No. Now that's a foul. Jen Crow not happy with that one will be Coach Sparks. Marauders will head to the line for 3.
Jen Crow definitely was not expecting Gates to step that 3 back and shoot it. Gates is an absolute weapon for the McMaster Marauders, averaging 17 points per game. She averages also 73% from the free throw line, so another strong player to get to the line for the Marauders. And she was also she's also second team OUA All-Star. Lots of momentum right now going for the Marauders.
It seems like the whole air out of this gymnasium has been sucked out. That was a charge for Brooklyn. Now it's a 6-point deficit. GGs haven't scored in a few minutes now. Jumper no good from Harper. Bestlink drives. About to kick, but that's a travel. Another turnover for the GGs.
So the Marauders are going to call for a timeout.